Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I'm your host, Brooke, and let's dive into the chart, shall we? So, the sun is now at 1 degrees of Aries and is in a trine with Juno. So, there could be some love in the air, okay, with this trine, a little bit of passion, a little bit of bam, shaka, wow, wow, because Venus is getting closer to that conjunction with the sun and is also in a trine with Juno. Now, the sun and Venus conjunction will take place tomorrow at 2 degrees and we'll be in a trine with Juno. So, because we're in eclipse season, okay, it's Aries season, the new astrological new year, new stories, new beginnings. There could be fated things that happen over the weekend, y'all. We're in fated times, okay? Eclipse season is always fated times. And there could be love in the air, or at least some passion, if you get my drift. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is a great thing, okay, because with the feminine leading the way, this can override a lot of that anger, a lot of that Martin energy that we've been seeing, okay? Now, in Pisces season, I was preparing you all for those that are in power connected to religion ruling being exposed. And we're starting to see that with those files that were released. Now, I have to be mindful of what I say because my live got shut down last night and I have no idea what triggered it. And I got a hit on my account for a warning talking about misinformation. I don't even know what I said that caused it. So anyway, apparently there's a lot of things that we're not allowed to talk about. So it'll get labeled as misinformation. All right, so Mercury is also moving back with Venus. Okay, they're within a 4-degree orb. And they will connect a little later. Not quite yet, okay? Neptune's going to move into Aries on the 30th. And we're going to have this last solar eclipse on the 29th. Now, I will be doing my new moon eclipse healing circle. You can find the link to join on my website. I'd love to have you there. I will go over your chart, show you how to work with the energy, and I can help you work with it. I can help you intentionally remove things so things aren't being removed and you feel like you're being punished, okay? Now, Mars is still in that square with Chiron, okay? And this Chiron is going to be building up to the 27th. So because of that, I do feel that we're going to see more things brought to light as far as the wounded warrior is concerned, okay? Because we have the god of war, Mars, right here, squaring Chiron. So there's going to be more of that truly brought to light. Now, the moon is in a trine with Chiron, so there could be old residual wounds that are being brought up to the surface for you to look at. I know for me, being a 5-1, over the last year and a half, okay, I have had to get used to being burned. When I do not do what people want me to do, they will set me on fire. It is part of my profile, okay? And this is family, this is friends, this is coworkers, this is anybody that comes into my life, okay? This is how my aura is set up. They will burn me when I don't do what they want me to do. So, for me, part of that has been learning to stand in the fire and not take it personal, okay? To know who I am, to know my intentions, hold space for people, and allow for them to show me who they are. And that's part of that profile, right? And I was thinking about this morning, and I was in deep meditation with God, and was revealed some of this, that because I was so afraid of ruffling feathers, I was so afraid of people not believing me, people not wanting to support me, or people burning me and making up lies, or going against me, trying to destroy me, defaming my name, spreading rumors, that I had to be thrown into it. That was part of my wound, to be in the middle of it and see, hey, you can still go through this process and it's okay. You can still stand alone, because it doesn't matter who stands behind you when you got God behind you. And that's really how it was explained to me this morning, okay? So there is going to be a lot of residual wounds that are brought up to the surface. I know for me, I've been triggered a lot, and I've had to really just step back. I've wanted to attack. I've wanted to retaliate. That's human nature. But when you're on the path of ascension and you're trying to ascend and not be the people in front of you, you have to learn to step back and say, okay, what am I not seeing? What am I not getting? And is this a projection of me coming at me, or is this a projection of them coming at me? And it's truly helped me to be able to stay grounded and going through that process. I have had a lot of people burn me because of that 5-1 profile. And you want to burn me and walk away, that's fine. I'm not gonna beg you to stay in my life. But what was interesting and what God showed me this morning, okay, and what got all this started was I sent some messages out and I got some pretty nasty responses back. And what God showed me was Noah was a conspiracy theorist until it started raining. And I went through this exact same thing in 2020, okay? People said I was crazy. People said I was mean. People said I was delusional. People said that I was wrong, okay? 5 years later, I wasn't so wrong after all. And 9 times out of 10, this is, give me 6 months to a year, you'll see what I'm talking about. Truly. And I'm willing to stand in the fire. I'm willing for people to burn me, because in the end, you're not hurting me. You're only hurting yourself. Right? Because those that truly walk with God, you don't fight them. You go against God. And that is what it is, right? So there could be a lot of residual wounds being brought up to the surface. Are you being triggered because your beliefs of everything that you've always believed is being triggered? Or is your ego wounded? Okay? If your ego is wounded, are you really being triggered, or are you being shown an area that you might need to do a little work? You might need to grow. And with this here, okay, the moon's going to really show you what you need to look at. Okay, let's see. Give me a card for the energy for today. Give me a card for the energy for today. And keep in mind, hold on. Okay, hold on. There's a lot of endings that's taking place. And if you're not following Candace, you need to be following her, because she's bringing a lot of this. Hold on. Okay. Allow for endings to take place. New is coming in. We have just a little bit longer to go. I promise. Okay. I know it's going to look like the world's going to end, but I promise you it's not going to end. Okay. It's not. We are going to go back in time. I've not been shown exactly how far back, and I have already told you all what I've seen in the past, all right? I love you guys. I hope these messages find you well, and I'll be back tomorrow for another update. Love you. Bye.